Been a few days. I haven't heard a lot from Twyla. I guess that's expected. Noble people scare peace. Enlightenment. Ooh, I do kind of like that, goat horn one, or ram horn skull thing shirt. And I'd actually honestly wear that. Doesn't really update me on our situation. But I guess that's alright. Seems to have everything under control, I guess. She only really calls me up when she needs me for things. Other times we just happen to run into each other. But I'm okay with that. Really, I am. This is a really big thing after all, and it is kind of her thing more than it is mine. Like, I'm kind of just the sidekick in all of this. No, it's really important, not just to her, so I try not to add more stress on her shoulders. Even if I know I get on her nerves sometimes. I wish these weren't so expensive. Yeah, God, I honestly feel that. I mean, I know I'm poor, but with these prices I will be. Is that my phone? It is. Let's text from Twyla. And she really knows her timing on stuff. Does she need me for something? Good thing I'm already out, if that's the case. Hey Mary. You there? Thanks for your help a few days ago. You actually helped me a lot. Very appreciative. Aw, well thank you, Twyla. Once she's actually being nice. Aw. Knew there had to be a better side to her. Did a terrific job. Aw. Really think so? I'm happy to hear that. Even if I don't see how I really helped that much. Got a question for you, although it's kinda last minute. Of course, she's just buttering up to me to make me go along with her little plans. Want to come over for dinner tonight? Oh, she's really buttering me up tonight. Well, really? I mean, sure, I guess so, but why do you ask? It is kind of sudden, after all. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like a family dinner thing. Uh-oh. Oh, knowing what her family is into, I don't know if this is gonna end well. I wasn't going to invite you, but then my uncle suggested I do so. Since you've been helping me out so much, we thought it would be the polite thing to do. And he's right. That's why I'm inviting you now. You don't have to say yes, but again, it was just a polite thing to do. Well, yeah, I can come. Sounds really nice. Thanks for inviting me. So you're coming then? Right, I can have my driver pick you up. Send me your address and I'll forward it to him. Can expect him around at 6ish. Also, another way of her trying to get my damn address. Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm just gonna be at the cemetery again. Really? Yeah. It's just easiest. Whatever. Just make sure you're ready. Time came to be, I was waiting at the cemetery like I said I would be. Recognized the car and the license plate from the last time we drove together and got in. Chauffeur was the same too. Didn't say a word to me, and I didn't say a word to him. It was a very quiet drive as we made our way to Twyla's house. Upon arriving there, it was already turned dark. Noticed that the fountain in front of her house had been lit up. It cast a very elegant glow all around. Also noticed that there were quite a few cars in a driveway, a parking area. Okay, great. A massive party. one where I may or may not get murdered. Don't know how to describe it. It was large and made of bricks, and there were a lot of cars there. It made me kind of nervous. No, she said it was a family dinner, but it seemed like a lot of people. Would I really be okay being here? It already seemed like I didn't belong. Got out of the car and it drove off as soon as I closed the door behind me. Guess I had no option to turn back now. Climbed up the stairs and upon making it to the top, rang the doorbell. Without even being inside, I could hear all the commotion going on within. Without even hearing her come to the door, she opened it suddenly. And quite honestly, I didn't expect to see her dressed like that. Well, goddamn, that is one hell of a sparkly dress. Whoa. Oh, he made it after all. I was beginning to think he cancelled on me. Was there a lot of traffic? Or was my driver late getting to you? I, no, but you're dressed a lot more fancy than I anticipated. Yeah, come inside. Don't want to let the bugs in by keeping the door open. As I stepped inside, there were many people all talking and chatting. Some had glasses of whatever alcohol it was. Some had little plates with them. All of them were dressed extremely formally. Like party formal. Type of stuff you wear to weddings or extravagant sweet 16s. Twyla, this is so embarrassing. You didn't tell me people were going to be dressed up like this. But that was going to be so many of them. I was so embarrassed. Why didn't you tell me? Would have at least dressed up more. Oh, don't be dramatic, you're fine. I dress semi-formally all the time anyways. I have to go make sure dinner's running smoothly, but you can do what you want until then. As long as you're not snooping through my things or anything. Wait, I can't just stay with you? You're the only person I know here, Twy. No offense, but you'll just get in my way. Yeah, and there goes all that niceness from earlier. Be fine, though. See you during dinner. Twyla shortly after that, leading me to wonder why I had agreed to come to this place in the first place. I just had an, kind of nasty thought of maybe she's using me as, bait for the killer, and I'm gonna get poisoned. Oh no. I'm very worried about my safety all of a sudden. Said family dinner. Guess I imagined something much different. Quaint event with some extended family and a nice meal. This was definitely some sort of party she was throwing. Yeah, probably to draw out the killer, you know. And she likes using me as distractions and, bait. I don't know how many of these people were actually family, but I think it was more than obvious that I wasn't. I felt like everyone was staring at me. Brought back bad memories of mine. Tried to find some place where I could sit and not bother anyone until dinner was ready. Eventually, I found the couch in the living room was surprisingly empty and took a seat. Tried to look as normal and small as possible. I already didn't feel welcome here. Don't want to take up more room than necessary. Tried to stay on my phone for the most part, but it felt rude to be doing so. Even though I wasn't talking to anyone anyways, just felt inconsiderate to be on my phone. Putting it down didn't really help how I felt though. Although I didn't join into any conversation, I did hear one that caught my attention. Don't give me that look, you know this place. Bookstore on 4th, run by the old guy. Oh, that one? Bookstore on 4th? You know, the one I think we stole from? Or Twyla stole from. That was the bookstore Twyla and I went to. What happened with that all anyways? Newspaper about it. Newspaper? Didn't just watch it on TV. Nah, I prefer to sit and read it with some coffee. Anyways, like I was saying, friend his death the other day. Uh-oh. Twyla, what are you doing? Really? Wasn't he brought to the hospital? Well, if I know, the article didn't say. All it said was they found with multiple stab wounds bleeding out on the floor of his own store. Twyla, you got some explaining to do. Or rather, not explaining, and we need to get the hell out of here. Didn't think they found him until morning, but they estimated he died during closing times. Didn't hear about a hospital, but it seems he's dead now regardless. Yikes. Felt heartbroken. That was the bookstore owner Twyla made me distract. And you remember a little trinket that she happened to steal, right, Mary? Didn't even hear about his death. How long ago was it? Did I miss it? Did they have a funeral already? He was so nice to me, though. But his store was so empty. Was he all alone in the end? Is this my fault? Does death follow me now? Who's going to be the next to die? Probably me. Deep in my own thoughts, I almost tuned out of their conversation. Then I heard another thing that made me snap back into it. Is he even fucking here at all? I haven't seen him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't. Not like he does anything anymore anyways. Denson was always pathetic. Maybe now he's finally realizing that. Denson, that's Twyla's uncle, right? Sure you want to say that out so loud? What if he is here and he hears you? Does it matter? Not like we'll get kicked out or anything. I guess that's true. Well, that's pretty cruel of them to be talking about him like that. I don't know him, really, but can't help but feel bad for him. Talking so cruelly about him, and in his own home. Hoped he wasn't here. If he was, I hoped he didn't hear anything. Can't imagine hearing someone talk about me like that in my own home. Actually, oh, is dinner ready? People around me started to leave into the next room. Thought of having to sit at a dinner table with them made me feel nervous. Thought about just staying in here instead, but in the end I got up and followed them into the dining room. Upon entering, it felt very different than the rest of the house. Twyla's house was classy but colourful, but this room was drenched in white. The only thing to offset it was a brown, long dinner table in the centre. And what a long table it was. What, they're compensating for something? Felt like the kind you see in movies. People began to sit. Hastily I looked for Twyla. One end of the table I noticed that Denson was here after all, and he took a seat. I hope those talking bad about him weren't near. On the other end I caught sight of Twyla, beginning to pull her chair out. She saw me. I think she must have sensed how nervous I was, because she gestured me over to her. Oh, thank goodness. I made my way over there as quickly but as politely as I could. I was planning on taking the seat next to her, but another man got there before I did and sat down. So I just took the one next to him. Still in talking distance with Twyla, so I was okay with it. People began to talk as well. People do. I started to tune out of their conversations again. That is until I was brought into the conversation. You seem familiar. She's a bit freaky looking, ain't she? You get used to it. Oh, who? Me? Yeah, give me a sec. Can't look in those eyes too long. Freak me out. Oh, yeah. I get that a lot. I thought about auditioning for a horror movie. Bet they do something great with a face like that. She would fit in well to one. After all, she can talk to ghosts. Oh, is that so? Oh, yeah, kinda. Only done it a few times, but yeah. Really? Show me then. Oh, I can't. Have to be, you know, near the dead body or their grave, or whatever. Show him. I think it'd be a neat party trick. I would, but it only works when I'm sleeping, it seems. Oh, sure it does. Come on, Mary, show them what you can do. At this point, the people sitting across from us seemed pretty interested too. I don't know. Come on, not even for me. Poor man with a late mother. Won't even give him the chance to speak with her again. Not that I don't want to, it's just... Seen you do it before. Surely you can push yourself a little harder. You can do it right now. I'm not sure what to do. Everyone was looking at me. I didn't want to embarrass Twyla or myself. But if I pretend to do it, I'll just embarrass myself further. I just think I'm a fake. I don't know what to do, but I had to decide soon. Okay, well, which option are we gonna go for? Either way, I'm gonna end up embarrassing myself anyway. Sure, let's pretend and give it a go, cause why not? Everyone was looking at me. Had to do something. Hopefully if I stayed vague enough, it'd be enough to please them. So, you want me to talk to your late mother, correct? That's right. Alright, I'll see if I can reach her. Close my eyes for a few seconds and clasp my hands together, pretending to be able to sense someone there. It's faint, but I think I can reach her. Saying she misses you dearly. Oh, what else is she saying? Afraid she had siblings. She says, telling me you were always her favorite child. She was always so proud of you. She was worried for you when she died, but sees now that she has no reason to be. Knows you're always trying to do the right thing, even if it's hard. She misses you, but she knows she'll see you again soon. I'm losing her a bit, but before she goes, she says she wants you to know that she loves you very much. It was quiet. I felt nervous. Was it good enough? Should be more specific. Probably. That man started crying right in front of me. Did he really believe it? I was expecting him to tell me his mom was actually alive even. Ma. I miss you too, Ma. People were sitting across from us, and a few others began to give me a small gold clap, seemingly impressed with me. Felt flattered, even though I hadn't really done anything. A few of them asked if I could talk to their relatives for them, but Twyla stopped them, saying I had done enough. Silently thanked her. Food was delicious and made it feel semi-worth it that I came. Eventually, the party came to an end. Twyla thanked me for coming and told me her driver would take me home. Though in the car, I simply asked them to take me to the bus stop. Luckily, I didn't miss the last bus. I got home safely. Hi again. You were late again. Yeah, we've had one hell of a night. Another busy day. Yeah. Went to her friends for dinner. How did it go? It was a bit strange. But I think in the end I was glad I went. That's lovely to hear then. Wish I could eat dinner with my parents again. One day soon. They're safe, right? Not just alive, but they're fed and warm. I believe so. What does that mean? Don't concern yourself with it. Oh, this again. Just as long as I can see them safe again. Day is approaching. And will I see them? You will. Good night, Mary. Been a few days since then. So, usually how it goes. I think Twyla's been doing well in the investigation. At the very least, when I message her about it, she tells me it's fine. Since Twyla hasn't really been the one initiating our conversations, I've been trying to. There's been only a few short messages, and the conversations don't really go further than that. I'm sure she's just busy though. I know that if she needs me, she'll call me. And surprisingly, I didn't die through dinner, so I just wait until she needs me. I've talked enough about that already. A nice day by myself, actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. Make sure I put at least one flower on every grave today. Though I haven't talked to any of them. I've considered doing it, but like others tell me, it's probably not a good idea to fall asleep in public places. Especially if there is a killer on the loose. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. But that's not what happened though. Truthfully didn't mean to fall asleep. I didn't. But when I sat back against the mausoleum we have, okay, I think we read through all this. So yeah, this leads to this one. And there is actually a few I'm guessing these are randomized because I don't recognize the image in Queen of the Galaxy. Her eyes are up here. Well, I guess I gotta call Twyla. Called up Twyla. Heard the phone ring a few times and then she picked up. Sounded angry, although she didn't sound like she was asleep before I called her. Mary? What are you calling me for? Don't you know what time this is? Yeah, I know. That's kinda my problem. Long story kinda, but I missed my bus home and I need a place to stay tonight. I was hoping maybe... Are you serious? Yeah. Ugh, fine. But you owe me. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. I'm in a movie theater. Let me guess, by the cemetery? Yeah, how did you know? I'll be there soon. Okay, thank you again. Twyla came to pick me up herself this time. By that I mean she was driving the car this time rather than have someone drive for her. She was fully dressed, but I couldn't tell she had changed out of her pajamas just to pick me up. She seemed a bit annoyed picking me up, so I made sure to thank her again. Drive to her house was silent, except for the rain. Luckily there wasn't really anybody else on the roads tonight. And we got to her house safely. Stepping inside the house, it felt a lot more calm. Like the first time I visited. Definitely preferred this to the liveliness of the party a few days ago. Though I must admit, when there's hardly anyone here, it does feel empty. Okay, so we actually get to see her room. Got a cute little owl poster. Got a few candles. Doesn't seem to be anything too fancy. Twyla's home had less doors and more archways. Past everyone I know is the TV on. Is that uncle in there? Is everyone up so late? I mean, she could be a night owl. You know, right? Followed Twyla upstairs to her bedroom. It was my first time seeing it, and it was a bit different than I expected. A lot more cluttered than I thought it would be, I guess. Not overly cluttered, but Twyla never struck me as the type to collect clutter, but you learn something new every day. Well, here's my room. You'll be sleeping here with me, but I actually have to head back out. Really? In this weather? Why? It's a personal matter. I don't want to talk about it. Right. Oh, I see. Okay then. Borrow some of my pajamas in the dresser, and use the shower if you like, and eat from the kitchen, but again, trust you not to look through my things. Yeah, of course, I'd never. Good. I'll be back soon. Oh, we're absolutely gonna snoop. She would absolutely snoop in my bedroom, so... Then she left back downstairs, leaving me here alone. I wasn't sure how long it'd be until she'd be back. It was so weird sleeping in a room without her here. What should I do? Snoop. Lots of snooping. Okay, I might go get something to eat first. She had to look in the kitchen. She said I was loud after all. I headed back downstairs and into the kitchen. It was dark, but I wasn't sure where the light switch was. Was Twyla's dinner party prepared all in here? Seemed like a small kitchen compared to the amount of guests that were here for it. Is dinner really made here? Well, best not to question it. If I know anything, it's that Twyla works in mysterious ways. Wonder what she had in here, though. Never really seen Twyla eat, aside from the dinner party a few days ago. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. I opened Twyla's refrigerator, and to my surprise, there wasn't very much at all. Even with the giant party they had. There was no leftovers? Did they eat them already? Still, there was a lot of empty space. There was a bowl of cherries, some gallons and bottles of water. And the leftover pizza box? Huh. Check the freezer too, out of curiosity. There were 2 slices of meat I couldn't quite recognize, and a tub of vanilla ice cream. Well, if anything, I don't think there's anything I wanted here. Closed the fridge and looked in the pantry, but again, there still wasn't a whole lot. Wasn't much else in here. Thought about hanging back upstairs, but I could hear the living room TV playing from the next room. And it was playing a familiar voice. I know that game show. I guess I'm just gonna quietly join him on the couch here. Entered the living room and made my way to the other side of the couch, from where Denson had been sitting. I didn't really say hello as I entered. Kinda just plopped myself on the other side of the couch from where he was. I already knew I was here, and it felt kinda awkward to be saying hello so late into my stay. This is Pill, right? Yes. I used to watch this game show all the time with my dad. I was never really good at it, but Dad was. I think he could have won if he got on it. That's so. Yeah. Also, I've just realized he's not wearing his monocle or anything now. Do you think he'd be good at it? Could be. Not confident I'd come out on top though. You say that. I think you could win. Probably. I mean, you have such a nice house. Surely you'd have to be smart and hard worker to afford it. Sorry, was that rude? You have a point, I suppose. I don't exactly feel working hard and wasted knowing the most popular doll line 9 years ago, or know how fast a horse is. Yeah, I guess that's true. Small talk pretty much ended there. Continued to watch the show in silence, only piping up to guess an answer or two. It's a bit strange, but nice, too, in its own weird way. Like a children's sleepover. Eventually I heard Twyla come back home again. Walked right past us and straight upstairs. I opened the door to her room, stopped, and then walked back downstairs. And she joined us in the living room. What are you watching? Harold. You like that show? No offense, but I didn't really take that as something someone like you would enjoy. Right, and the next subject is graveyards. Well, 300. Right. Very convenient, thank you, TV. Hey, you should be good at this one. Oh, maybe. A broken column-shaped headstone is used to represent what? Well, which is it, Mary? Oh, I think it is. Life cut short, death from foul play, death from pressure. I think life cut short? Because I feel this one, these two are kind of like, you know, kind of a little too depressing and kind of, inappropriate, so. Broken columns represent life that ended early. That's why it's broken. Because you weren't able to reach old age. Like how the column was broken before it got to the top. At least that's what I've heard. Contestant answered said something similar to what I said. That is correct. Oh, yay! Nice job. Oh, thanks. I think. Alright, let's head to bed then. I don't want you sleeping in too long tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. Good night, Denson. Good night, girls. Followed Twyla upstairs and into her room again. Handed me some of her spare pajamas. Took her up on her offer to use the shower and headed to the bathroom before I got changed. The bathroom was really clean. Cleaner than mine, anyways. Didn't even have any toothbrushes or Carter on the sink. Maybe there was another bathroom they used more often. Taking showers in someone else's home is always weird. But shampoo had a really nice smell to it. Strangely enough, I don't recall smelling this on Twyla, ever. Not that she smelled dirty or anything. Twyla always had a cleanliness to her, but shampoo didn't seem to match hers. Got changed into Twyla's pajamas. Fitted pretty comfortably, though. I expected that, since we were two small girls. When I returned to Twyla's room, the light was already off. But she was clicking away on her laptop. I noticed on the floor she had left a blanket and pillow for me. I didn't really want to sleep on her rug, but I wasn't going to argue with her hospitality. Cuddled into it and tried to get comfortable. What are you typing? Nothing. Are you messaging someone? No. Does that have to do with the investigation? That's none of your business. I mean, I've been the one that's kind of helping you, you know, so... Oh. But I'm helping you, aren't I? Yes, and I appreciate it. There's parts of it I need to do on my own. Why does it have to be a secret? Wouldn't I be able to help you more if I knew? No. Like I said, I appreciate your help, but I don't want you getting in the way. But what if I knew something? Something that could help? Something that could point us in the right direction? I already have my direction. I just need proof. You're certain that Reginald really did it? Who? Reginald? The guy you told me to stay away from? Yeah, I know who he is. I'm absolutely positive it was him. How can you be so sure of that? I don't understand how you can be so decisive over it. Especially when you don't have any proof. I'll get it. And then you'll know why you shouldn't doubt me. Alright then. Twyla, do you want to be a detective? Do you want to be a detective? Is that why you're doing this? Working so hard for it? Not necessarily. I just want my city to be clean. Do you want to be a police officer or something then? Oh god, no. Even if the police weren't morons, I still wouldn't want to be a part of them. Are you like a vigilante then? What's all the stupid questions? Sorry. And she still continues anyway. What will we do after we catch him then? What do you mean? We'll hand him over to the police. So that's when the police will step in? Yeah, they're the ones who need to arrest him after all. We just need to take care of her until that point. I see. And then what? And then what about after that? What do you mean? There's nothing after that. It'll be done. That's it? There's nothing else you want to solve? No. Say that as if it's a common to chase down murderers. Oh no, I mean, I don't know. Friendship is pretty much built on solving mysteries, so... What? We aren't friends. We're not? No. I mean, if you want to refer to me as your friend, that's fine. But it's important you know I don't see you that way. At all. I don't plan on talking with you anymore once it's over. You don't? Like, maybe if I need you for something. Otherwise, there's no point in continuing this alliance. Well, you're not upset by that, right? I thought I made it pretty clear I was just being polite to you. I mean, this is Mary we're talking about. She can be a little bit dense at times. No, I'm just really tired. I think I'll sleep now. Good night. I had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't help that I was stuck on the floor either. Did eventually go to sleep. I didn't feel any better about it in the morning. When I woke up, Twyla was awake too. I don't know if she even slept. Seemed to be in the same position she was when I went to sleep. Guess she's something of a night owl. That's what I was saying. Didn't say anything to me as I grabbed my own clothes and left the bathroom to change. I left her pajamas in the sink. Or by the sink. Okay, that makes a bit more sense than leaving them in the sink. And headed back downstairs. I left without saying good morning or stopping for breakfast. I decided I'd walk my way to a bus stop or something. Even though Twyla doesn't think of me as a friend, I'd like to still think of her as one. I'd like to. But it's been a few days since I slept over Twyla's house. Again, I didn't get many texts from her. But I've been trying not to let it get to me. I think I should have known deep down it was always going to be like this. But, I mean, I guess I can't blame her. Not all that bad though. I've been keeping busy so I don't feel lonely. So, it's nearing evening now. I'm getting ready to make dinner. Well, I was until I got a text from Twy. What does she want now? Mary, how soon can you meet me? I'm going to catch the butcher. Today. Oh shit, it's going down. Today? Like right now today? If that was true, then couldn't keep her waiting. Told Twy I could meet her at the cemetery as I rushed out the house. Bus to the city couldn't come quickly enough. Luckily, I was able to meet Twyla within the hour. I'd been waiting on the sidewalk outside the cemetery when she pulled up in a car next to me. Surprisingly, she was the one driving it this time, instead of having somebody else drive it for her. I jumped out of the into the passenger side, not even questioning anything until I got inside. Where are we going, actually? Didn't answer me, seemed very intent on driving. I think if her hands gripped the wheel any harder, it would snap. Setting sun welcomed us as we finally pulled up to Reginald's apartment building. Twyla parked the car, got out, and then yanked me out as well. The grip she had used on her steering wheel was now tied around my wrist as she hurriedly stomped up to the door. I tripped over my own 2 feet before I was able to catch her rhythm. Twyla called out, but she didn't seem to be listening. Twyla? Twy? What's this about? What did you do? Without turning to face me, she said, remember how you told me it smelled bad when you visited Reginald's apartment last? Yeah, but it was the rats, remember? Twyla didn't say anything after that. After we entered the building, Twyla took me out to the door in the front. The door was creaked open slightly. faint green glow leaking through. Smell from last time lingered, but it was even stronger now. It seemed to permeate through the hall. Somehow faint, yet terribly strong at the same time. This is the apartment of the landlady, Twyla said flatly. Go ahead, take a look inside. I don't think I want to. So I get the feeling it's a very distinct smell that we're smelling, and that of a dead body. Potentially a radioactive one with the green glow and everything. Why? Do it. I didn't want to. Already fearing what would be behind that door. It looked as though I wasn't being given a choice. Feeling heaviness in my chest and legs, I made my way over to the door. Try not to touch it as I leaned my head forward and peeked inside. I regretted what I saw. I felt my heart sink even deeper into my chest as my throat struggled not to go dry. Are you telling me that smell from before was... Absolutely. I felt sick. It was Reginald's own apartment and his landlady. But I still had trouble believing it was him. Until... if this evidence against him wasn't damning enough. Turned to Twyla as she pulled out a pair of gloves and put them on. Moved past me and opened a door, talking to me as she did so. We went inside Reginald's apartment that day. I got around and talked to whatever neighbours of his he happened to be home. Said the smell had been around for days. One complaint after complaint, but never got a response. Figured their landlady was too lazy to call someone to take care of it. That didn't sound right to me. So I had a special friend of mine come in to help determine what was really going on. And we found this. Has she been sitting here the whole time, Twy? Why didn't you call someone? And who's this friend of yours? What's happening? Well, I had to make sure I was right first. It helped me determine the cause of death was due to food tampering. Traces of the same antifreeze-like substance from before. And if that wasn't enough, Twyla bent over and picked something off the ground. What do you think of this? Hard to say. I'm surprised. Made it hard to get concrete evidence for him. And then just, what, got ahead of himself? Let himself slip? I suppose I shouldn't be complaining. Makes my life easier. I just find it curious, that's all. I mean, it could be someone framing Reginald. You know, maybe. I couldn't believe it. All the evidence was right in front of me, but still, Reginald had been so nice. Could he have really? I was alone with the man at times. Helped me sleep in the cemetery by myself once. But he never hurt me. Even when given the opportunity to, he couldn't really, all this time. Head swirled with thoughts and emotions as Twyla exited through the door to meet up in the hallway once again. Okay, Okay. We have strong evidence against him. Now what? Do we finally go to someone else with it now? Twyla opened her mouth to talk to me, but I watched as her gaze moved past and behind me. Her mouth hung open a few seconds longer as her eyes reacted. I already knew what that meant. Uh-oh. Turned around to be greeted by none other than Reginald himself. Well, we're kind of fucked, aren't we? He was carrying grocery bags in his arm, with a smile on his face as if nothing was wrong. Something was definitely wrong. Hello, girls. Didn't expect to see you here this late. Or rather, at all, for that matter. How do you do? Why are you staring at me like that? Is something the matter? Stop playing dumb. I beg your pardon? We know it's you. Twy. Who is what? Me? What? Heard the rumors, haven't you? Got a serial killer in town? We know it's you. Me? Oh, Twyla, darling. That's not very funny to joke about. Are you fucking serious right now? I told you, stop playing dumb. Why, do tell me, Twyla. If I really was the killer, what would stop me from killing you right now, then? This? Richard and I both took a step back in shock as Twyla pulled out a gun she had been concealing. Of course she's concealing. Why am I not surprised? Hopefully, you know, it's actually got bullets in it this time. What was going on here? Was she always carrying that? Probably, yeah. Let me explain to you how this is going to go down. We're not going to call the police. We're not? Nope. Reginald is going to turn himself in. If he refuses, then I'm going to shoot him right here and now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I ran past Twy and put myself in front of Reginald. I don't know what I was thinking. I truly felt that when I realized I was going right in a line of fire, God forbid she slipped. I mean, 2 birds with 1 stone for her. I couldn't have her shoot Reginald out of nowhere. Twyla, wait. Can't we talk about this for a minute? You're getting way ahead of yourself here. What if he didn't do it after all? What if this is just a whole misunderstanding? Twyla just stared at me, gun still firm in her hand. Knew that she wanted to shoot Reginald, she had to go through me first, but the way she was looking at me right now, felt as though she wouldn't mind having to. Please, Twy, put the gun away. Maybe we just marry, duck. Huh? Then everything went dark. Ow. God damn it, Reginald, I was on your side. I guess Reginald hit me with something. God damn it. Suppose that's what I get for standing in front of him. But, I mean, I was trying to defend him and be nice, but... God damn it. Could tell it was a while before I opened my eyes. And I did. All I could feel for a few seconds was a terrible ringing pain in my head. Took a bit to adjust to the light, but I was eventually able to see, even if for just a bit. I was in some sort of laundromat. It appeared. It was old and run down, so I don't even know how we got in. Tied down to some sort of post with rope, preventing me from moving my arms. Yeah, it looks like that rope finally come in handy here, Reginald. I hate that I've been right this entire time, even though I've been joking about it. God damn it, Reginald. Why did it have to be you? In front of me was Reginald himself. I was so surprised he's still alive. I thought, Twyla would have shot him. Turned away from me, so I didn't recognize I was awake yet. I could see him breathing heavily, like he was nervous. And faintly I could hear him rambling to himself. Couldn't make out his words though, despite how quiet everything was except for him. Eventually he began pacing, and that's when I noticed I was awake. Oh, good morning, doll. How are you feeling? Didn't hit you too hard, did I? Reginald, it's really... I don't want words to get caught in my mouth. What could I possibly say in a situation like this? Reginald approached me. I felt my stomach twist with each step he took towards me. I felt my breath shorten as he leaned down in front of me. Placed a hand on my face. I had no choice but to look at him. Reginald? Please, don't be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you. I promise. Is it really you? Do you think I would hurt you, Mary? Please, I want to know. Did you kill all those people? Would you be upset with me if I did? You look nervous. Please, stop worrying. I promise it's all going to be okay. I mean, you've been so happy, right? All those funerals. Been able to enjoy them, haven't you? My god, this is so much more fucked than I thought it was gonna be. Will you complete them? Ew. Okay, never mind. Reginald gives you the ick now. Why are you doing this? Seriously? Is this why? You've been watching me this entire time and killing all these people to make me happy? No, ew. Reginald, no! Haven't you been happy? Not anymore, I'm not. Reginald? What are you talking about? Eventually, Reginald stood back up again. Took a deep breath and straightened out his coat. You know, this wasn't my plan. But you can't always plan for everything, you know. So I'll go and make it work, okay? Stay right here and don't go anywhere. I promise, I'll be right back. And just like that, he said he left, leaving me stranded here waiting for his return. What was I going to do? I really messed up, huh? Twyla was right all along. Is she okay? I hope I didn't mess it all up for her again. Twyla had a gun though, so hopefully she's okay. I mean, I'm guessing not, seeing as, Reginald is still up and alive. If only I hadn't been so stupid. Then maybe I wouldn't be in this situation. As I was beginning to fear all hope was lost, I felt a buzz against my back. My phone. That was definitely my phone. Surprised he didn't take it away. Although, not like I could reach it in my position. But maybe. Started shifting all around, trying to get the rope loose. I doubted I would be able to, but I tried regardless. At the very least, if I could get to my phone or something, maybe I had hope. Just hoped Reginald wouldn't come back before then. Then, out of nowhere, it seemed like the rope just fell off. I was confused. Did he not tie it that tight? I mean, I guess he did say he didn't want to hurt me. With the rope off, I rushed towards the front entrance. Pulled hard on the handles. Of course, locked. Even though I could have sworn Reginald left this way. Tried all the back doors and side doors too, but there was no use. I was just trapped in a bigger cage. But I did have my phone. So trying to calm my nerves, I sat back by the post and took it out. About to call the police when I saw my phone full of messages from Twyla. It was still going. Seems she was okay after all. Twyla? Oh fuck, you're finally answering. I've been trying to get a hold of you forever. See you didn't got you yet. Twyla, I'm gonna call the police. Don't. Not yet. I need you to trust me, okay? Really fucking trust me this time. As uneasy as it made me feel, trusted Twyla. Even if she does things in an underhanded way sometimes, she has always had the best intentions. When I didn't trust her, things usually didn't go well for us. So, I'm gonna trust her now. Because even if she doesn't want to be, that's what friends do. Where are you right now? Honestly, I don't know. A laundromat? What? Describe it to me. I don't know, there's like laundry machines and all. Looks like it hasn't been used in ages. No sign of anything. Can you see outside? Describe what's surrounding the building you're in. Okay. Gave Twyla descriptions of everything nearby, even though there didn't seem to be much. Despite this, it seemed as though all of it made perfect sense to her. Know where you are now. Gonna be there soon. All the doors are locked. How are you gonna get in? Knowing Twyla, she probably knows how to lockpick doors. I have a plan for that. Don't worry. Just sit where you are and keep pretending to be kidnapped. Okay. Eventually he came back, just like he said he would. Oh good, you're still here. I mean, of course you are. I hope I didn't leave you bored, darling. Like you said, I had something to take care of first. But, as I said, everything is going to work itself out, okay? Reginald once again took a step towards me. Had no idea what he was going to do. Reached his hand out towards me and... Oh hell yeah. That was quick, Twyla. Twyla burst in, and just in time. He immediately shot Reginald in the leg. Probably should have shot him through the head or through the heart, but I guess the leg will do. Took her one perfect hit. One hit and he was down. It was so easy for her. Reginald fell to the ground without a scream. He was huffing heavily, blood oozing from his leg as Twyla came to untie me. Do do you think of my rope work, Reginald? To make sure you didn't suspect anything, so I tied it back up best I could. I admit, I'm a bit rustier than you, though. Oh, Twyla was already here. Okay, that explains how I got tied back up again. I also thought it was just, Mary tying herself back up, but guess that wouldn't make sense. And Joe didn't say anything, of course. Oh, we brought in the cavalry. Careful. Yeah, that would. About time they showed up. You actually got the police this time? Yeah. I didn't want to, but it seemed like this was going to be the quickest way to take care of it all. I'm going to go outside and talk to them. You stay in here with Reginald really quickly while I explain things. Wait, what? Why can't I go out there with you? Trust me. Okay. Also, here. Twyla walked over to me and gave me... Wait, I can't use this. Probably won't need it. It's just in case he tries anything. In the 2 minutes I'm out there. Well, at least she left me some bullets this time. Okay. Accepted her as she passed the gun to my hands. It felt cold and uncomfortable. But I held it as tight as Twyla exited the front door. Looked down at Reginald, who was still writhing a bit on the floor. Didn't say anything until... Mary. Oh no. What do you want, fucker? Reginald slowly tried to get up, though his leg was obviously holding him down. Stop moving. I'll shoot. I will. Mary, darling. It's okay. I said I wasn't going to hurt you, didn't I? I just want to share something with you. I just really want you to know. Watched as Reginald stood up on his own 2 feet. My feet felt frozen in place, while the gun shook in my trembling hands. Where was Twyla already? Reginald shuffled towards me, reached out his hand to calm mine. I was held there by him, as he told me something I'm not sure I'll ever forget, or even understand. You know you adore the idea of death and whatnot. At least that's how it appears to me. So, I just wanted to let you know. Death is not at all what you've been made to believe it is. I promise you. Not an eternity of dreams. Or nightmares. It's not comforting. It's not warm. So please, please, Mary, do me a favor. And stop killing me, okay? Hey, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What? Has this happened before? Because this brings into question that this is some kind of, like, loop or something. Okay, this brings forth a lot more questions about the old Reginald and what the fuck is happening with this guy. I mean, it's like the whole time loop thing, I guess. I mean, I get that's how he remembers shit, but also kind of maybe explains why, you know, he was able to get through in the true ending and get me out, because he knew it was already going to happen, because he's been through this multiple times. But what the fuck? Lost in his words, I found myself unable to react as he wrapped his hands around mine. Took the gun from my trembling hands. And pressed the barrel to his temple. What? This is just a fucking jarring picture. You know, going from Reginald fucking killing himself to this. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what is going on? It's been a month since that day. Therapist says I'm getting better at dealing with the memories. Great. Well, at least I went to therapy for it. Jesus Christ. God, this got unexpectedly fucking dark. Yay, it's all sunshines and fucking rainbows. Yay. Well, so I think I recognize that pink-haired girl back there. Because I think she was in the Sweethearts game, wasn't she? Maybe. What the fuck is going on? Okay, well, I think we're going to be in for an interesting ride for when we go for Reginald's route then. Things have been much different ever since the incident. For one, there seems to be much fewer deaths around the city. Oh, good. Good. I guess. So I guess that means I don't like to think about it much. I am at least happy that things are much calmer now. Even though, you know, I watched a man kill himself. And I've seen a lot more dead bodies than I would have cared for in my lifetime. But, you know, at least I'm going to therapy for it. Don't think I've noticed it before, but I do see a lot more people walking around than before. But maybe that's because the weather has been uncharacteristically nice lately too. Alright, speaking of things that have been different lately, the number that used to text me stopped around the time too. And I still don't have a clue about where my parents are. Well, that's concerning. Thinking about it too much makes me worry, but my therapist has been helping me feel a lot calmer about it all. It was true what Twyla said to me that night, that she didn't really intend to talk to me anymore after we caught the killer. Because she doesn't really. She never messages me anymore. Damn. Like, a little part of me was hoping, but I guess not. I mean, it is fair. I mean, this is Twyla we're talking about. Occasionally I'll message her first, but less than half the time I'll get an answer back. And even when I do, it's usually only because I asked her a question about something I was curious about. But it actually doesn't bother me all that much. Not as much as I thought it would. Because sometimes I'll see her outside, in the library or at the park. And every time she knows it was me too. And although she never says anything, she always waves at me. Oh, cute. And I appreciate it. I do. Twyla has never much of a people person. I know that. Friendship doesn't really seem like something of importance to her. So, in that sense, getting away from her is more than okay with me. Speaking of Twyla, I was actually headed down to the library to return some books after my session. Maybe pick up some more. When I see Twyla in the library, I try to sit near her. And for me, at least, I always have a pleasant time reading with her. So, we'll see if she wants to come today too. Ah, I got the good end. Yay. Although, it was very jarring going from that scene to this. Yay. God, what a... congratulations. Yay. I really don't know how I feel, especially now that I'm going to be going into Reginald's route after this, after learning all that. You just completed a route to Cemetery Mary. Oh, this is honestly my second route, and I have even more fucking questions now. Thank you for playing. But, do you think you can get a true ending if you try again? Well, too bad. Already gotten it. Already been there, done that, and... yeah... man, there is a lot to this game, and I'm honestly loving it. It is so cool. Very fucked up, but very intriguing. I am definitely loving the story that I got going on here. But now, Reginald's route.